private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who.
What's up, guys? So in today's video, we are doing my left hand. I'm doing another Seahawks design because, baby, we are going to the Super Bowl. I'm so excited. So I'm actually doing this voiceover the day before Super Bowl. So it'll be posted a little bit later today on a Saturday. So I had done my right hand on Live with Paige, and it totally went a different way than I thought or had envisioned, right? So I was like, fuck, I'm just not feeling it. So instead of redoing those, I just took off my Valentine's Day nails and redid this hand, and they are a lot more exciting. So yeah. So that's what this video is, and dude, they're so cute. I love them. But anyway, so I'm doing my natural prep right now, you guys, and if you watch how I maneuver the e-file around, I'm able to clean up my cuticles in one direction. A lot of people will do a forward and then reverse, but this way you're able to do it all in one swipe. It's just you hold the e-file a little different when you start, and then you rotate it as you're going around the cuticles. So I always try to explain that, and I never can, other than like just watch, and that's what I'm doing. That's horrible. But anyway, so I had just filed off my previous nails, and I didn't soak them off. I just filed off to the clear layer. And then, so this prep, some of it looks like I am kind of going over the nail a little much. And there was still some clear acrylic that I needed to get off, before actually doing my nails. So kind of and I didn't have that much grow out either. So, cause they were only like 2 weeks old, but whatever. So anyway, you kind of see me, filing a little bit more, than I normally would, but that's because I have a layer of clear acrylic. So, I'm just going over my grow out right there, and then over getting off any clear acrylic that just looks like it has a little bit of lifting, whatever, smoothing it out. So that way when I go and lay a tip and yada yada, my nail isn't like starting out bulky, and then, since my nails are a little bit longer, I am going in with my sanding band and just kind of cleaning them up a little. No need to freaking bust out a file and do it like that when I can literally just clean them up with sanding band. I used to clip my nails all the way off, and then mostly all the way off, and then put the tips on, but I do like it better when there's a little bit of like natural nail. So anyway, you guys, I'm getting really excited. So yeah, we have not been to the Super Bowl in a long time. It's been like 11 years, okay? So this is exciting. We're going to have some people over. Not quite sure how many. It'll be a small little get together. And it's going to be loud in here though, that's for sure. We got a 75-inch TV and a surround sound, and it's going to be loud between the TV and the hooting and hollering. So I'm excited though. But anyway, you guys, these nails were super fun. So this is an all acrylic design or whatever. The one on my right hand is acrylic and gel polish. And it, like, I'll show it to you, or obviously you guys can kind of see it, but I just was not happy with it. It was not as fun as I wanted it, right? So I've been using this Kira Sky primer on myself, for no particular reason other than I have it, and it was just sitting there. So it's brand new, it's full, and so I'm like, oh, okay, let's just use it. So it's definitely different. Like it's different than any other primer I've used before. It's not horrible. It was suggested for one of my problem lifters. It did not work on her, but it seems to be working fine on me. I'm not a problem lifter. Like, my nails don't really lift. My Valentine's oh no, not Valentine's Day, the ones before my Valentine's Day, I didn't even put primer on those nails. I just dehydrated them and prepped them, and no primer, nothing, because I was like, whatever, they'll come off in like a week or whatever, and I'll just redo them. No, they had no lifting either, and I was like, wait a second. So, I don't know. Anyway, so these are originally stiletto tips that I've been using in my last couple of sets, and then I just cut them down a little to make them like a super coffin or skinnier coffin. So when I use coffin nails and cut them down and then apply the acrylic, they end up just almost looking like a tapered square. Not like that coffin look that I'd be going for, right? So these work, and I definitely like them. And yeah, so anyway, I'm pretty sure this whole video is sped up just by 2 times. Even the acrylic application, I want to say, just because I did not want the video super long. It's already like 45 minutes, which is a little bit longer than I like. But normally I'll speed up the other parts other than acrylic application, more like 2.5 or like 3, and cut a bunch out and stuff, just because some of it just gets meh, you know, redundant. So anyway, I'm putting on my clear layer, which I always start this no matter what. I always do this, especially with changing my nails often. And then I'm going to be using colored acrylic and glitter, so it's just a habit. So anyway, you guys, yeah, so it man, I'll get there when I get there. Okay. I'm getting excited. I just want to hurry up and get this done, so I can play in my nail room. I have my friend Laura coming over for a fill before the game. Game's at 3:30 and she's coming over at like 9. Okay, anyway, so for the marble, I laid down a little bit of clear and then really wet beads. I go in with the blue. And the blue is so pigmented, and it definitely will marble if you use it a little bit, so you can see like the clear already in it. But the clear acrylic really helped it. And this isn't like a normal marble. So this bead that I just laid down is kind of how I normally marble, right? But sometimes with other colors, and I don't want them like too muddy, so this is like a kind of different way to marble. And I just have them really wet. My beads are like super wet, and then I just kind of lay them in there in like a, going about the same direction, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. You guys see it, right? Like just kind of swoopy swoop, and try not to muddy it too much. You don't really want to mix it. This is a silver shimmer. It's so pretty, but it does not, the camera is not picking it up, but oh my goodness, it is so pretty. It's from Dynamic. I forget what it's called. Do I have it right here? Oh, I do. It is called Metallic Gray. Okay. And then the blue is called Wetsuit from Glam and Glitz. And then this green is a glow green, and it is from A Galore & Co. number Glow 63. I don't know if they still have this one or if it's called something different. But yeah, so I liked how the marbles looked when I was on live with Paige. I was just kind of messing around, and then I ended up not doing it on my right hand, just because it's my right hand, and using my non-dominant hand gets very challenging sometimes. So but yeah, so this was really fun. And then now I'm just kind of adding in just little last touches, just kind of seeing where I want stuff. And then I had mixed a glitter, this one right here, on the live last week, and it's like a blue chameleon and then a green chameleon, and both of them have blue and green shifts, and I couldn't decide what one I wanted, so I literally just mixed them and poured some acrylic in there, and it seemed to match and work out perfectly. And so I'm just trying to add in a little bit of glitter almost like veins. Like, I feel like instead of like marbling, this is almost like vein. I don't even know. Okay. But so I'm just going to add in the little glitters. And sometimes like when you're not doing a full nail, you just got to kind of like place the glitters where you want them. And sometimes like how I like took a big one off and then I put it back. So, just kind of seeing where it needs to go without like covering everything that I did under. So anyway, yeah, that was super fun. And then, so this one, I did my marble a little different. I always like to start at the cuticle and, go down, because sometimes the cuticles can get really bulky. And so, this was more of like a classic kind of marble start, how I normally do, and then I go back to just kind of how I was doing it. But I didn't add the clear, so I was just kind of seeing what way I liked better. Just seeing if I got different results, and I did. I could definitely tell a difference in like my results and stuff. So I definitely do when I'm doing something like this with really pigmented colors and stuff, like especially like a black or a red. I do like to add in the clear first, just kind of like, you know, brush it on a little bit, and then immediately go in with a super wet pigmented color or whatever. And it almost just kind of blends and like spreads and blooms or whatever, you know? So, I definitely do like it that way rather than this way. But yeah, so I was just kind of messing around, seeing what I liked better. And it sucks because you cannot see this freaking metallic gray like it looks. Oh, it's so pretty. So yeah, now I'm just going, adding where I need my shit and where I feel like it needs to go. Yeah, and these nails were definitely just a freestyle and just kind of whatever. I knew I wanted to do a marble and that's about it. So yeah, but anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I was thinking about doing a new intro. I feel like it's a little outdated. Or maybe just like switching up my pictures or something in it. Something like that. And then, yeah. So anyway, you guys, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Like this video, leave a comment. If you guys watch football in here, who's like your go-to team? Obviously, I am from Washington, and so Seattle is my home team. And they always have been, so I will always go hard for my Seahawks. But yeah, okay, so see, I added the clear again, just kind of very, just like messy, and then you go in and add very wet beads, and they kind of just blend in together, like they just almost like bleed into each other. So anywho, what else? Yeah, I don't know. I am going to let you guys kind of watch this for a little. God, these colors look so good together. And it's weird because I'm not a blue or a green person, but this is different. This is different. This is the only exception. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, you guys, so I have a couple other videos coming up. I have a watch me work that I need to finish the voiceover. And then Laura's coming over tomorrow for a fill. So depending if I have room on my phone, I'll record that one. And then I have a PR video. And I have a couple fucking little mix haul videos of some things that I've bought over the last couple months that I really need to fucking open and record and show you guys so I can put them away. I've been going through my nail room and just cleaning some shit out because shit was getting crazy in here. So, but it just means I made room for more things to buy. So, anyway, Brad's all excited because I threw away just some stuff that like old polygels and that were all nasty and, you know, just things that were old from when I first started doing nails and were used and just probably not good anymore. And so he was like, yeah, throw all that away. And then, but what he doesn't know is I threw it away so that way I make room to buy more stuff. So, haha, sucks to be him. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, you guys, so I'm gonna let you guys just kind of finish watching this application and stuff. I'll come back in a little bit, and yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw, but after I laid the glitter, and before I go to ombre, I do lay, okay, wait, I think I do it right here. A very, very, very thin layer of clear, specifically more where I'm going to be blending, right? And then I just kind of brush it down. It doesn't really matter, so to say, if it covers the whole nail, but I just want my ombre foundation to be smoother because glitter is not smooth. So that's why I do that, and it definitely helps. And I also like to go in, and if the clear acrylic isn't wet, I do like to go in and take my brush and wet the nail first, so that way it just blends better, and we get more of an ombre, I guess. No other word for it, but yeah, anyway, you guys, that was that. And then so when I do marbles, okay, I hate capping them because they are so just lumpity bumpity and so just it's just not smooth. So I'm like, oh, let me grab my big boy, right? My size 14 from Dynamic. And so I like to work, especially on my very first layers, really thin. Not thin, really wet. So that way the acrylic can fall into all of those marble dents and creases and all of that. And then I build it up, right? So this brush is huge, but it's so fluffy. I have not broke it in yet. And I don't know. It's weird. I'm still getting used to it. So I end up grabbing a different brush that I'm more used to, my Kira Sky one. Which I can still pick up decent beads with that one. But yeah, this baby's huge and she is fluffy. So she definitely needs to be broke in, and just used more. But obviously, like, I'm not going to use her for short nails. But yeah, I don't know. So this brush, it's really cute and I really do like it, but I need to break it in more because, like I said, but I guess that's how all brushes are, really. Like, they need to be broken. I feel like it might even need to be crimped slightly more, a little further back, away from the actual bristles, but I'm not going to mess with that because anytime I've done that in the past with some of my cheaper brushes, they always kind of got fucked up. So, but yeah, it's very fluffy. It's like short and fluffy. So yeah, here I'm like, fuck it, let's just go back to my Kira Sky size 10, which I really do want to get a bigger size of my Kira Sky Kolinsky brush, because that's one of my favorite brushes. Even though it's not pinched, I can still, I've trained it to where it is very similar to a pinched brush, so to say, and it works flat. And so I've seen people pinch their brushes. Some of them turn out great, and some of them you can tell they fucked them up. And these brushes are too expensive for me to even try to do that. I did find a website though. Holy shit, I'm just going off left field. I did find a website though where I get my monomer. It's a nail supply website, and they have all types of name brand brushes, and there's an option in there if you want them crimped or not, and they'll crimp them before they send them, which I heard that's how it is at like nail supply stores. Like, they all come, not all, but most of them come oval, and then you can get it crimped before you leave. And so I thought about maybe doing that, but I don't know. What if they just half-ass do it and it's not lined up? Because there is a right way to crimp your brush. There's a right way and a wrong way, and it will really mess your brush up. And your brush is so important. Your brush is so freaking important. Like, you need to get used to that brush and find that one brush that is just your ride or die. Like, I have a couple. I like my Koopa, and then I like my Kira Sky, but they are a little bit smaller. But so far those have been like my best quality of brushes. I do like this other pink handle, but I do feel like it is not fully Kolinsky like my other ones, but it still works, and it's still a decent brush. But for the price, I could get a Kira Sky one, and a little bit bigger because the sizes were off. But anywho, yep, left field, then right field, and fucking here we are again. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just capping right now. And like I said, I hate capping marble nails, okay? Like it just, because my first layer, like I said, I work really wet, so it just kind of falls everywhere. So then building it, like, I don't know, sometimes they can just get really lumpity bumpity. And how right now I just took my brush and put monomer on my nail before, and that will also help the wet acrylic go into all those little creaks and crevices. And yeah, anyway, so when I do like encapsulated nails too, I definitely work with the clear acrylic different than if I were to just be building a nail with clear. And so I don't know, it just, I get over it and I'm just like, fuck, let's hurry up and get this shit done. So yeah, anyway, you guys, almost done with this. Then I go into my filing routine, which is my normal same filing routine. There wasn't much to file, so I did skip using the carbide bit, which is nice, and I'm going to keep trying to do that as long as I do good cuticle work with my acrylic. And it doesn't need to be like debulked or fixed or whatever with an e-file. I can cut that step out and just go into my sanding band to smooth out the nail after hand filing. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys watch this for a little bit. I'll probably pop back on sometime when I'm filing or for the designs afterwards. Definitely for the designs afterwards, for sure. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so here we are using my sanding band. Normally I would come in with my 5-in-1, kind of seal the cuticles, debulk, whatever, but I am definitely trying to, if I don't need to do that, then I'm not. So, and obviously in my nails, like I'll, you know, kind of, if it lifts, whatever, I can just redo them, but it's not like that for a client. So anyway, just going in and doing that. I do leave out me doing like a little bit of touch up on the underneath side and my buffing. It was just, I don't know, it's buffing, like who needs to see that? But anyway, so here, so the designs that I end up doing, I end up using these Seahawks water decal stickers that I got. And I hear so many people like not know how to use water decals, and I never had a problem with them. It was literally like a temporary tattoo, right? But I have found that there are easier ways of applying them than like the traditional normal way that they tell you to, like, you know, put in a little dish of water for a few and yada yada yada. So I've tried a few different methods, and the one that I'm going to show you guys has just been the easiest one for me. And I mean, it's easy. So I will explain that as I go. And then, but yeah, so just wanted to pop in and say that I'm gonna, well, I feel like fuck, my filing is just about to be done here shortly. So anyway, you guys, I feel like this year is going fast already, because next month Brad and I will have 11 years together. That's so crazy. I feel like we just celebrated our 10 years, right? Like, I don't know. It's crazy to think that I've been with that man that long, and we're still just so happy. Like, that's just weird to me, right? Like, it's weird. I don't know. I've never had anything like that before, and so it's just weird. But hey, I'll take it. We work, and I ain't complaining. So anyway, it has definitely been a stressful end of last year and start of this year with everything going on with my dad and stuff. Things have somewhat calmed down, but they are still extremely stressful and a lot. Okay, so right here, I am putting down a base coat to help with the decal when I go to stick it on, right? So, sometimes, I don't know if I've done this every time, but I feel like I usually do. It's been a while since I've done. So as I'm curing it, I set it on my stamping plate or my stamping stamper. And then I literally dip this brush into a little bit of water, and I just pat some water on it. And while my nail is curing, I let that water sit on it. And I'll kind of pat. And then once the back starts sliding off like that, that's when it's ready, and I take it off. And then, so right here, I'm just dabbing off some of that water, because that's going to be what goes on my nail, that side. So I dabbed off some of the excess water, and then with the stamping plate, you can really see where you're putting it, right? And it's just such an easy transfer. The problem with these is the whole sheet is a water decal, right? So it's not like just the area around the decal, like how like a sticker would be. And anytime you have stickers, or even these water decal stickers going onto a curved surface, it is flat. So sometimes you got to work out some kinks and stuff, right? So I worked them out, and then I'm putting a top coat on right now. This is just a random top coat. It's not my favorite. And I wanted to hurry up and get it top coated before any of those little lines kind of came up. And And then the, okay, so then we're just kind of getting this part ready because I'm going to put another one on a different nail. So now we're going in with another base coat, and then it's just going to be the same thing, right? But I did notice on my pinky when I cured the top coat, some of it kind of separated off of the decal. So I just literally went and put another layer of top coat over it, and it was fine. So, but yeah, so while the base coat is curing, I'm just dabbing some water on there, letting it sit, and then when it's ready, see it kind of slightly moved right there, and so now I'm able to wipe it off, and then, you know, dab off the excess water because that will be going on my nail, and boom, we're ready. And I love it on the stamper because you can really just like line it up where you want it, and it's so easy. And then right here, just kind of pushing out some of those creases, I guess, that are trying to form because it is a flat going onto a curve. And so, or if there's any like leftover water behind, just kind of pushing that out, dabbing it off right there. And yeah, and then we just go in and we fucking top coat real quick. But yeah, so like I said, I did have to double top coat the decal nails just because the top coat did want to separate in some areas over the decal. I don't know if it's because maybe it was smooth, maybe there was still a little bit of water left behind. Who freaking knows? But so yeah, anyway, I guess I don't show the second top coat on the pinky. Well, anyway, so now I'm going in and top coating the rest of these nails. And then I will do my second top coat on my pointer finger as well, just at the same time. And, oh, there was a hair. Them fucking hairs, man. I love the top coat reveal, you guys. It is just so satisfying to see that top coat being laid and just seeing your design come to life at the end, and all the shiny and glitter and all that good stuff. So, and then anytime I get any on my skin, I wipe it off. And then before I put my hand in the lamp, I look one more time just to make sure nothing has, you know, because gravity, you know, goes with gel polish, and sometimes they will fall to the sides or into the cuticles again. So I do check one more time before I put my hand in the lamp or my clients, and I make sure that there is absolutely no gel polish on the skin or like in the cuticle nail well area, right? So, oh, and these glow. The green glows, and my stupid self forgot to show you guys the glow, but just know it looks really fucking cool, okay? Yeah, I'm not going to insert a picture. I thought about it, but no, I just want to get this posted and up, but it looks really cool, okay? These are going to stay on for a hot minute, I feel like. All right, and here is the final look, you guys. All top coated and shiny. Yes, my pinky is shorter, but it is proportion, okay? That's a whole different story right there. But anyway, and then here is my other set. We got that 12 over there again because we are the 12s, baby. So that was my other set I did the previous week, and they're different, but they go together. One's a little more tame, and then the one that I just did is a little more wild. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about these nails, and I'm stoked for the motherfucking Super Bowl. So I will see y'all in the next one. This should be posted today, Saturday, probably here in like a little bit. I don't know. You guys don't know the time, but anywho, I will talk to you guys later and see you in the next one. Look at that shit. That looks so bomb. So bomb. Oh, I love these. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. For sure, for sure. Okay, bye.